The film starts in Germany with Tim and Liv enjoying their marriage. Liv gets pregnant, but sadly, she loses the baby. Since then, Tim has buried himself in his work as a video game programmer, and their relationship has grown distant over the past 2 years. For weeks, their apartment building has been covered with a huge black tarp because the landlord, Friedman, is renovating. One afternoon, Tim and Liv chat with Friedman on the street, and he promises the work will be finished soon. Just then, helicopters fly by, and they see smoke in the distance. A big fire has broken out at the harbor. Later, Liv tells Tim she picked up their van from the repair shop, but it only brings back bad memories for him. She also announces that she quit her job and wants to drive to France to start a new life together, hoping it will save their relationship. Tim refuses, saying he wants to finish his project first, which frustrates Liv. A call from work interrupts their conversation, and that night, Liv cries in bed. Above their apartment, a strange dark cloud appears. The next morning, Liv says she's leaving alone. But when she opens the door, there's a strange black wall blocking it. It's solid, and pushing it doesn't work. Tim checks the doorbell camera, but the screen is dead. They run to the windows, also blocked by the same wall. Liv tries calling Friedman, but there's no signal, and the Wi-Fi is out. Desperate, Tim shouts for help and tries to break the wall, but nothing works. While looking for a signal, he notices his phone glitching near the black bricks. When they try to drill into the wall, it doesn't leave a mark. They realize these black bricks are covering all the walls of their apartment. They hear noises from the wall they share with their neighbors. Liv drills through it and sees Marvin and Anna, who are also trapped by the black bricks. Their phones don't work, and they didn't hear anything strange during the night. Anna cries, fearing they'll die there. When Tim finds out the kitchen sink has no water, he tries to stay positive, saying they just need to think of solutions like in a video game. This makes Liv snap. She reminds him this is real life, and they could have escaped yesterday. After an argument, she storms off, and Tim angrily throws his phone at the wall. Tim notices a piece of his phone sticks to the black bricks. When he pulls it out, it snaps back in place. Liv returns to apologize, holding a mug, and Tim sees the spoon instantly stick to the wall too. They throw more metal objects and realize the wall is magnetic. Some spots are stronger than others, so Liv piles metal there. Suddenly, the objects start flying off, forcing Tim to shield Liv. Metal pieces painfully stick to his back, and Liv helps remove them and cleanse his wounds. Later, while eating, they hear screams from the neighbor's apartment. Looking through the hole, they see the place is a mess, and then it goes silent. Worried, they start breaking the wall to make a bigger opening. After lots of effort, Tim grabs a bat, and they enter the neighbor's place. They see bloodstains and eventually find Anna on the floor, helping her up. As they leave the bedroom, Marvin attacks Tim and tries to choke him. Liv runs back and sprays Marvin with pepper spray, and Tim hits him with the bat. He threatens Marvin not to hurt Anna again. But Anna defends Marvin, saying he didn't hurt her. She accidentally hit him while trying to break the wall. Still cautious, Tim and Liv tie Marvin's hands to calm him down. Tim explores the neighbor's apartment and finds a no-entry door. He forces it open, dealing with flickering lights, unaware that the black bricks on the window briefly glow. Liv joins him, and together they find some digital cameras and an axe. Tim tries the axe on the door, but it doesn't work. Marvin wakes up, confused but apologetic when they explain what happened. He got aggressive because he overdosed on his meds after Anna accidentally hit him. The couple apologizes to each other and kisses, while Liv, ignoring them, comes up with a plan. She draws their building on the wall, explaining there should be a war shelter in the basement with a tunnel leading to the subway. To escape, they need to go down. Tim starts breaking the floor, and they're relieved to see the black bricks don't block it. After a while, they make a hole big enough to pass through. Tim descends using bed sheets as a rope and meets Oswald, who points a gun at him. Tim insists he isn't a threat, but Oswald doesn't believe him. Luckily, Oswald's granddaughter, Lee, steps in, saying they need to work together or they'll all die. The rest of the group climbs down, and Lee lends them a ladder for the next hole. Tim cuts Marvin's wrist tape, which makes Oswald suspicious. As Marvin starts breaking the next floor, Lee vents her frustration, Her phone won't send messages, and she hasn't spoken to her girlfriend since a fight last night. Lee also mentions she saw the black wall at 4 a.m. when she got up to use the bathroom. Tim then spots something strange in the smoke detector. Opening it, he finds a hidden camera. Oswald swears he didn't know about it and says Friedman installed it. They check the kitchen and find another camera, realizing Friedman has been recording them. Liv remembers Friedman's apartment is next door. They break through the shared wall and find a bizarre collection of exotic items, including an ancient blade Marvin grabs. Searching further, they discover Friedman's dead body with both arms missing. Marvin vomits while Liv panics and runs off. Tim grabs Friedman's phone and sees photos of the black walls. The group returns to their apartment and keeps breaking through the floor. They ask Oswald if he heard anything from Friedman's place, but he hasn't. Oswald is nervous, so Lee helps him take his meds. Liv reads the newspaper and wonders if the harbor fire is connected, but Tim thinks it's too far away. Suddenly, the floor collapses, and most of them fall into the apartment below, getting knocked out. Liv grabs the ladder and checks on Tim, who wakes up sore but fine. The others wake up too, with only minor injuries. Oswald is afraid to climb down, but Lee insists she won't leave without him. The group helps him with the ladder and his oxygen tank. In this apartment, they meet Yuri, who was staying with a tenant named Anton. Anton died suddenly, and Yuri blames the wall's magnetic field for interfering with his pacemaker. Lee grows suspicious when she notices stacks of strange papers on Anton's desk. Yuri claims the black walls were built for their protection by the deep state and urges them to stay, but the group refuses and keeps digging through the floor. As Lee examines the papers, Yuri insists Anton's stress caused his heart attack. When she leaves, Yuri secretly destroys one of the papers. The group finishes the hole and reaches the basement. They find an old door leading to another room with a sealed exit marked shelters. While Yuri watches from above, Liv breaks the door open, only to find the exit blocked by the same black bricks. Marvin snaps and starts smashing it with a mace. Tim tries to stop him, and Oswald points his gun at Marvin until he calms down. But Marvin tricks them, grabs the gun, and fires at the wall. To everyone's shock, the bullets float in front of the bricks, pulled by the magnetic field. Remembering what happened before, Tim yells for everyone to duck as the bullets bounce back. Sadly, Oswald can't move in time and is killed by one. Lee clings to his body, sobbing. The group returns to the apartment, and Anna wonders if they were chosen for a reason. She reveals that when she was 15, she was dead for 2 minutes after a bicycle accident and asks if anyone else has had a near-death experience. Lee shares that her mother died of cancer. Yuri admits he killed someone while working as a cop, and Marvin keeps apologizing for killing Oswald. Tim avoids talking about their lost baby, but Liv tells the group about the miscarriage, upsetting Tim, who storms off. Liv follows him, insisting they need to face this because they might not survive. Tim snaps, and they argue loudly. He accuses Liv of wanting him to quit his job suddenly, while she says he's been ignoring her since the miscarriage and burying himself in his computer, leaving her to grieve alone. Feeling abandoned, Liv walks away. Trying to be useful, Tim leads the group back to Friedman's apartment to search for clues. Lee suggests checking Anton's notes, despite Yuri saying he already read them. While searching, Lee spots a pattern on one of Anton's papers that matches the black wall, along with 4 marked spots similar to what Liv noticed earlier. They also find Anton's business card, showing he worked for a nano defense company, suggesting the wall might be made of nanobots. Yuri says Anton was a programmer, but knows nothing else. In a drawer, they find a broken laptop and phone, which Yuri claims Anton threw at the wall out of frustration. In Friedman's apartment, Tim notices the room seems smaller than it should be. He knocks on a hollow wall and finds a remote control. Turning it on activates a sensor, but asks for a password. Tim blows dust on the remote to reveal the most used buttons, narrowing the possible codes to 24. Meanwhile, Lee and Liv search Anton's trash and find the word code on a piece of paper. Yuri suddenly laughs and warns that opening the wall might let in deadly radiation. The tense moment is cut short when Anna arrives, saying they've found something. After several attempts, Tim cracks the password on the remote and a hidden door in the wall opens. Inside, they find computers monitoring every apartment through cameras hidden in smoke detectors. As Anna and Liv come in with Yuri, Tim searches the footage for clues but accidentally sees Marvin and Anna being intimate. Tim finds the night the black wall appeared. Footage shows a dark cloud forming outside the window before the wall appears out of nowhere. They also see Anton's body in a different spot than where Yuri claimed to have found him. When Liv turns to question Yuri, he's gone, so Marvin goes looking for him. Lee uncovers Anton's body and finds dark bruises. Suddenly, Yuri appears behind her. Back in the computer room, the group watches more footage. Anton is seen before his death with sunlight flickering through the stairwell, proof he managed to open the black wall. Then they see Yuri enter the frame and choke Anton to death. Marvin enters Anton's room and finds Yuri burning papers, with Lee dead on the floor. Yuri attacks Marvin with a burning paper, insisting the wall is for their protection. Tim arrives with Oswald's gun and sees Yuri choking Marvin. They struggle, and a shot goes off into the ceiling. Marvin hits his head and is knocked out, and Yuri beats Tim before choking him too. Marvin regains consciousness, kicks Yuri, and grabs the gun. He's about to shoot when Liv stops him, saying Yuri might know a way out. Yuri tries to attack again, but Tim knocks him out. The group ties him up while Liv closes Lee's eyes. Tim searches Yuri's bag and finds conspiracy theory books. Liv suggests Yuri killed Lee because she found an escape route like Anton. Tim and Liv examine the burned papers while checking the cameras. They realize the wall's bricks form a strange pattern, like a code. Anton may have cracked it. Liv shows Tim Anton's business card, and he notices the company address matches the harbor where the fire happened. They wake Yuri, and when he refuses to talk, Marvin hits him. To scare him, Tim fires a shot at furniture near Yuri's head, leaving him deafened for a moment. Yuri claims the wall is a defense system accidentally triggered by the harbor fire. Marvin doesn't believe him, calls him crazy, and starts beating him until Tim pulls him away. Just then, Anna announces a discovery. Anton had created an app to scan the black bricks, which form a QR code. The 4 special spots must be pressed with light to open the wall. Liv brings the broken phone she found earlier, and Tim retrieves the data to recreate the app on a working phone. The group tests it on a door. The app highlights the 4 spots, and when Tim presses them, the bricks shift into a liquid-like form. Anna touches it, saying it feels warm and alive. Yuri warns it's dangerous, but Marvin ignores him. Suddenly, the nanobots pull Anna in, grabbing her hand and leg. Everyone tries to pull her out, but the wall hardens again, trapping her. When it finally solidifies, Anna is dead, her lower body gone, just like Friedman's. Marvin breaks down, and Yuri laughs, saying no one can leave. Enraged, Marvin shoots Yuri multiple times, then turns the gun on himself. Shaken, Tim apologizes to Liv. He admits he broke emotionally after the miscarriage and didn't know how to handle it. They hug and reconcile, reminded of their love. Tim decides to try the app again, suspecting the wrong button order. Liv notices each button flashes a certain number of times, so they check Anton's footage to find the correct sequence. Meanwhile, Yuri, still alive, wakes up. Just as Tim and Liv are about to try again, Yuri attacks, knocking Tim down. He then lunges at Liv, who falls through a hole. Tim kicks Yuri down and jumps after her. They race through the basement corridor, with Tim holding a door shut as Liv uses the app on the black wall. Yuri forces his way in and begins choking Tim. The app works, and the wall opens, but Tim tells Liv to go without him as it begins closing. She refuses and hits Yuri from behind with the mace. Together, they escape through the final door. Outside, they see the entire town covered in black bricks. Luckily, their van is intact. They drive away as the radio reports that the incident was caused by the harbor fire.
And that's the end of the story. I hope you liked it. Comment down below what movies do you like us to recap next. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.